I feel a stirring in my spirit. Heather Christensen, please stand. Heather, the Lord has placed a special word on my heart for you today.
Man of God, please speak.
I see a vision of your future, a future filled with abundant blessings.
Thank you, man of God.
You will soon meet a man of great wealth. He is someone who will not only love you deeply but will also enrich your life in ways you cannot yet imagine.
A rich man? Thank you, Jesus.
This man will be a blessing to you, and through you, many others will be blessed.
Thank you, Pastor Thompson. I'll hold on to this word. I still can't believe Wilma bailed on us last minute. She was so excited about this lunch.
I know, right? Ever since she got married, she's been so unpredictable.
Yeah, I miss the old Wilma. But I guess everyone changes when they say I do.
Speaking of marriage, how's the waiting game for Mr. Rich and Handsome going?
Oh, Sue, I can't even describe it. Ever since Pastor Thompson's prophecy, I've felt this incredible sense of peace and happiness. I've been praying and just waiting for that guy to show up.
You were so lucky, Heather. At least you know the wait is over. Unlike me, he's still floating in uncertainty.
Hey, don't say that. Your time will come too. Sometimes, the best things happen when we least expect them.
I hope so.
Excuse me, ladies. I couldn't help but notice you both from across the room. I just wanted to come over and say hello.
Well, hello. I'm Sue. And this is Heather.
Heather, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've been staring at you from over there and just couldn't leave without asking for your number. Would that be all right?
Sure, I guess I can give you my number. Here you go.
Thank you, Heather. I promise to call you soon. Have a great day, ladies.
That was quick. And he's pretty cute, don't you think?
Yeah, he's cute. But more importantly, he looks rich. A cute but broke guy isn't of any good to anyone.
Yeah. I think he's loaded from looking at his suit alone. And the way he carried himself.
Exactly. That's why I gave him my number.
You and your high standards. You will never change.
Well, I know what I want. And if Pastor Thompson's prophecy is coming true, I can't settle for anything less.
You're something else. Just don't forget about your friends when you're living the high life.
Never. You know you'll always be my best friend.
Good. What do you think he does for a living?
I'm not sure, but I guess I'll find out when he calls. Hello.
Hi, Heather. It's Harold. I hope I'm not calling too late. Just wanted to check up on you.
Not at all. It's nice to hear from you.
I enjoyed our brief chat today, and I'd love to get to know you better. Are you single, by any chance?
Yes, I am.
Great. How about we go out on a date? Say, this weekend? I know a fantastic restaurant.
That sounds wonderful. I'd love to.
Perfect. I'll pick you up on Friday at 7. Looking forward to it.
Me too, Carol. Have a good night.
Hey, Heather. What's up?
Wilma, I need a favor. Can you lend me some cash? It's urgent.
Heather, I literally lent you some money 3 days ago. What's so urgent now?
I know, Wilma, and I promise I'll pay you back soon. But this is really important. Please?
All right, fine. But this is the last time.
Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver.
Heather, what's up?
Guess what? It's official. I'm going on a date with the guy from the coffee shop.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing. What are you going to wear?
Well, I'm not wearing any of my old clothes, that's for sure. I've already asked Wilma for some money so I can buy a new dress.
You really are something, Heather. But hey, I want to help. Clear out your evening tomorrow, and we'll go dress shopping together.
You got it. I could use your fashion sense. Thanks, Sue.
Anytime. I'm so excited for you.
Me too. See you tomorrow.
Seeing Heather's life changing so quickly after Pastor Thompson's prophecy has truly strengthened my faith in God's power and plans for us. Dear God, I believe that you rule the affairs of men, and I pray that you order my steps and guide me on the right path. Just as you have brought someone into Heather's life, I pray that you also bring someone wonderful into mine. Help me to be patient and faithful, knowing that you have the perfect plan for me. Thank you for your love and for always listening to my prayers. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
So, Heather, tell me more about yourself. What did you study in college?
I studied hotel management. It was something I was really passionate about. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to secure a well-paying job since I graduated.
That's tough. The job market can be really challenging. But don't give up. It's just a matter of time before you find the right opportunity.
Thank you, Carol. I try to stay positive.
I understand. I went through my own struggles before I got to where I am now.
Really? What do you do?
I'm a doctor. It's a demanding job, but I love what I do. Helping people, making a difference in their lives. It's incredibly rewarding.
Wow, that's amazing. I can see how passionate you are about your work. It's inspiring.
Thank you, Heather. You know, I'm at a point in my life where I'm ready for something serious. I want to settle down and build a future with someone special.
I feel the same way. It's important to find someone who shares your values and vision for the future.
Exactly. And from what I've seen and heard tonight, you seem like a wonderful person. I'd like to get to know you better and see where this goes.
I'd like that too. You guys, I can't believe it. I actually went on a date with a doctor. Harold is just perfect. I never thought I'd end up with someone like him.
That's amazing, Heather.
I'm already daydreaming about our life together. Just imagine being a doctor's wife, living in a beautiful house, having the perfect life. What about his personality? What is he like as a person? Well, I mean, he's a doctor, so he must be a good person, right? I didn't really ask too many personal questions. I get that, but it's important to know more about who he is, not just what he does. You know what I mean? Wilma, you're giving off serious mama vibes right now. You've only been married for 3 years. I'm still surprised your husband let you out of the house, by the way.
Heather, don't be so harsh on Wilma. And she has a point. It's good to know more about him beyond his profession.
Well, my husband does not tell me not to leave the house. Whenever I cancel on you guys, it's because I had commitments at home to take care of.
Wilma, you don't have to explain anything. Heather, would you please apologize?
She knew I was kidding. I just can't help but be excited.
Hey, speaking of excitement, don't forget about the singles mixer coming up.
You should totally invite Dr. Harold. It would be a great way for you to get to know him better in a social setting. That's a fantastic idea. I'll call him and invite him.
Hey, Heather. It's great to hear from you.
Hi, Harold. How was work today?
It was busy, as usual, but I can't complain. How about you? How was your day?
It was good. I was actually calling to ask if you'd like to come with me to an event at my church.
Oh, what event?
We have a singles mixer at our church every end of the month. It's a lot of fun, and you'd get to meet my friends. I thought it would be a great opportunity for us to spend more time together.
That sounds wonderful. I'd really love to go with you. But my schedule is pretty tight this month. I'm on call for most of the weekends.
Oh, I understand. It's just that I was really looking forward to spending time with you outside of a formal date.
I know, and I'm really sorry. How about this? I promise I'll go with you to next month's mixer. I'll make sure my schedule is clear for that weekend.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll hold you to that promise.
You have my word. And in the meantime, let's try to find another day to spend together. Maybe dinner or a movie night?
I'd like that.
Today, we're going to talk about a topic that's close to many of your hearts, the delays and challenges in finding a marriage partner. Before we start pointing fingers at Satan, I want to address a few practical reasons why many singles experience delays or no marriage at all. The number one reason is unreasonable expectations. Yes, you heard me right, unreasonable expectations. I've found that one of the biggest barriers to marriage is that people's expectations are simply unrealistic, especially for the ladies. I once asked a lady, "What kind of guy do you want to marry?" She replied, "He must be 6'3". He should have pearl white teeth. He must have chocolate skin. He should be able to speak Queen's English. He must have this and that. Now, it's perfectly fine to have wonderful expectations, but we need to be realistic about when and how these expectations can be met. I encourage each of you to examine your expectations and consider if they're preventing you from seeing the potential in the people around you. God has a plan for each of us, but sometimes we need to let go of our rigid lists and open our hearts to His will.
The pastor was totally describing you, Heather. The 6'3" guy with pearl white teeth and perfect skin. That's so you.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting someone who meets my standards. If I'm going to spend my life with someone, they better be worth it.
You are lucky Wilma is not here to hear this.
I don't care what anyone thinks. Physical attraction is important to me. I want someone who looks good and makes me proud to be seen with him. Why is there no taxi heading our way? It's getting late.
I'm sure one will come around soon. There's one. Let's hurry.
Harold, what are you doing here?
Heather, I can explain.
Explain? You lied to me. You said you were a doctor.
Please, Heather, just give me a moment to explain.
I don't ever want to see you again.
Heather, wait, I'm a doctor.
Let her calm down first. It's better if you talk to her later. Heather, wait. Please slow down.
I can't believe he catfished me. What more deception would he have pulled on me if we hadn't caught him driving that taxi?
Perhaps you should hear him out before ending things completely. Maybe he meant he has a doctorate degree, not that he's a medical doctor.
Are you seriously telling me to get back with him? How can you even suggest that after what Harold did? Is Harold even his real name?
I just thought he seemed like a good guy, and maybe there's more to the story. There must be a reason why he still maintained his stand about being a doctor.
He's a taxi driver. That's the end of it. Why is he calling me? I thought I had blocked his number already.
Should I talk to him on your behalf?
No. I'll just block him instead. What are you doing here? I blocked you for a reason.
Heather, please, just hear me out. I came to explain everything.
I don't want to hear any more lies from you. Just go away.
Believe me, I'm not lying. I really am a doctor. I work long shifts at the hospital, but I use my car as a taxi after my shifts to help pay off my massive student loan debt from medical school.
Oh, so now you're a doctor with massive debt. Great. That's just what I need, a man who's drowning in debt.
Heather, please understand. Medical school is incredibly expensive. I'm doing everything I can to pay it off as quickly as possible.
I can't be with someone who has such a huge financial burden hanging over their head. I need stability, not more problems.
I'm working hard to provide that stability. I'm doing this for our future, so we can have a better life together.
Our future? Harold, there is no our future. You lied to me, and now you expect me to be okay with all of this? I can't do it.
Heather, I didn't lie. I just didn't tell you about my side job because I was afraid you'd react like this. But I'm willing to be honest with you now.
It's too late for that. I can't trust you anymore. And I don't want to be dragged into your financial mess. Now leave my house.
Please, just give me a chance to prove that I'm worth it. We can work through this together.
No, Harold. I've made up my mind. I want you to leave and never come back.
I'm really sorry. I never meant to hurt you.
Goodbye, Harold.
Hey, Harold. You look like you didn't get much sleep. Everything okay?
Not really. It's about Heather. The lady I told you I was seeing. She found out I drive a taxi when I'm off duty and completely freaked out.
Wait, what? How did she find out?
She saw me 2 nights ago when she and her friend were trying to catch a ride. I tried to explain, but she slapped me and walked away.
Man, that's rough. But why didn't you tell her sooner?
I didn't intentionally hide it from her. I was going to tell her eventually.
Wow. Slapping you was definitely out of line.
Yeah, I know. It all happened so fast. I didn't expect her to react that way.
Look, Harold, maybe you dodged the bullet. If that's how she reacts when things go wrong, then maybe she's not the one for you. If I were still single, I'd probably introduce myself as a taxi driver to weed out the gold diggers.
Well, that's one way to look at it.
But seriously, man, how do you manage to run a second job with our heavy schedule? I can barely keep up with just this.
It's not easy, but driving a taxi helps me chip away at the debt faster.
I don't know how you do it, but props to you. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself.
I'm trying.
Well, if you ever need a vent or need help, I'm here.
Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it.
Hey, Heather. I brought some snacks. Thought you might need a little pick-me-up.
Thanks.
How are you holding up?
Still trying to wrap my head around everything that happened.
It's a lot to process. Take your time to heal and think things through.
Thanks, Sue. I appreciate you being here.
Always. You're my best friend. I just want to make sure you're okay. Harold? Wow, it's been a long time.
Sue, it's great to see you. How have you been?
I've been good, just busy with work. How about you? What brings you here?
I'm here to look for a suit. I need something nice for a wedding where I'm the best man.
Oh, that sounds exciting. We have a lot of options you can choose from. I have to ask, why did you leave like that? Why didn't you fight for what you and Heather shared?
Well, she made it pretty clear she wasn't interested anymore. I didn't want to push her or make things worse, so I decided to move on. I'm sure she's moved on too.
Yeah, she did find someone, and she seems happy with him.
That's good to hear. I'm glad she's happy. Hey, how about we exchange numbers? You never know when you might need a taxi. I'm just a call away.
Sure, why not? You won't believe who I ran into at work earlier this week.
Who?
Harold. He came into the boutique looking for a suit.
Oh, him.
We talked for a while. You know, I kind of like him.
Seriously? Why do you want to have anything to do with a taxi driver? Need I remind you that you are a sales girl? Is that the kind of life you want for your kids?
Come on, it's not like he asked me out or anything. I just said I like him. He's got a great personality.
But he lied about his job, Sue. That's a walking red flag. How can you trust someone who starts off with a lie?
He explained his situation. He drives a taxi to pay off his student.
Whatever. He's broken in debt and you are better off with someone else. Can't you find yourself someone like Robert? He is old money, and I don't have to worry about some huge student loan getting in the way of me receiving the princess treatment that I deserve.
Good for you, Heather. But not everyone is looking for wealth. Some of us are looking for genuine connections. Harold has a good heart, and that's what matters to me.
Well, to each their own. I hope it works out for you. Just be careful.
I will.
What's up, Harold? Who are you texting with such concentration? Just a friend. A friend, huh? Let me see. Jared, give me my phone back. Who is who? She's just the friend I met a while ago. Just a friend, huh? Are you bringing this friend to the wedding? I don't know yet. Well, you better not bring one of those mummified female colleagues of yours to the wedding. Seriously, why don't you just ask Sue? Why don't you go bother someone else? I'm just saying. You two seem to be vibing. Don't overthink it. I'll think about it. Now, give me my phone back. All right. I'll leave you alone. Maybe Jared's right. Maybe I should ask her.
Hey, Harold. What's up?
Hey, Sue. Just checking if you need a taxi. I'm always available, you know.
You're too much. No taxi needed at the moment, but thanks for the offer.
Actually, I was wondering if you'd like to hang out this weekend. Maybe grab lunch together?
That sounds great. I'd love to. Any place in mind?
I know a nice little cafe downtown. They have great food and a cozy atmosphere. How about we meet there around noon on Saturday?
Perfect. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Bye.
All right, this is going to be good.
Hi, Mom. How are you?
Hi, sweetheart. I'm okay.
How is your ear?
It's still aching, dear.
Are you sure you have been using your medication?
I have. In fact, I went to the doctor and he prescribed more medications, but I've run out of cash for the treatment.
Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. How bad is it?
It's pretty painful. Plus, there are some other expenses I need to take care of.
Don't worry, Mom. I'll send you some money right away.
Thank you so much, Heather. I really appreciate it.
Anything for you, Mom. I'll check in with you later to see how you're doing, okay?
Okay, sweetheart. Thank you again. I love you.
I love you too, Mom. Take care.
Yes, the containers should arrive by the end of the week. Make sure everything is in order. This transaction is crucial. All right, I'll call you later.
My dear, that sounded like an important call. Is everything going well with your business?
Yeah, just handling some logistics. What's up?
I wanted to talk to you about something. My mom has been dealing with a severe ear infection and she's run out of money for treatment. I was hoping you could help her out with some money for her health and upkeep.
You're always asking for money for one issue or another with your family. It's getting old.
I'm sorry, Robert. But this is important. She really needs the help.
The money I was discussing on the phone is for my containers that will be shipped to me this week. There's no way I'm tampering with those funds just because your mom wants me to.
I understand, but can't you find a way to help her? It's for her health.
No, Heather. I'm not a charity organization. I have my own priorities, and your family's constant needs are not one of them.
I see. Thanks anyway.
You're welcome. And please, stop asking me for money all the time. It's getting annoying.
I don't get Robert at all. He has so much money, and he gives me anything I want, but the moment I ask for help from my mom, he starts making excuses about not having money or needing it for his business.
That's really frustrating. But if he's generous towards you, why don't you ask for the money in your name and then give it to your parents?
You know, that's actually a great idea. I'll give it a try. Thanks for the suggestion.
No problem. I hope it works out. So, how's everything else going with you?
Hey, dear, how was your day?
It was busy, as usual. Made some good progress on a few projects. How about you? What did you do today?
Just the usual. Ran some errands, did a bit of cleaning. Actually, I've been thinking about upgrading my phone.
Upgrading your phone? But your phone is still in perfect shape, isn't it?
Well, it's been acting a bit weird lately. Sometimes it freezes, and the battery life isn't what it used to be.
Really? I haven't noticed any issues with it when you use it around me.
Yeah, it happens mostly when I'm out. And you know, with all the new features on the latest models, it would be nice to have an upgrade.
How often does it freeze? Did you try troubleshooting it or taking it to a repair shop?
Not really. I just thought it might be easier to get a new one.
Heather, are you sure this is about your phone? It sounds like you're trying to come up with reasons that don't really add up.
Why would I lie about something like this? I just want a new phone.
Bring me the phone. Let me inspect it myself.
Why do you have to question everything? Can't you just trust me on this?
I hate liars more than anything. If I find out you're lying to me about this, we're going to have a serious issue. So now, you have one last chance to come clean.
Okay, maybe my phone isn't that bad. I just thought...
Just thought what? That you could manipulate me into giving you more money? I thought you knew me well by now. I can't stand dishonesty.
I'm sorry, Robert. I just...
No more excuses. If you need something, just be truthful about it. Don't try to deceive me. Understood.
Understood.
So how did it go with Robert?
He found out I was lying and warned me never to do it again. I don't know if I want to marry a man who doesn't respect my family. He made me feel so small and embarrassed for asking for help.
I understand. But you have to remember that your family's responsibilities are not necessarily Robert's responsibility. Maybe it's time to think about getting a job so you can help your family yourself.
You're right. That's what I'm going to do. Do you have an appointment? You keep looking at your watch.
Oh, I have a date with Harold. I thought I should check on you first before going.
Thank you so much for coming. It means a lot to me. But don't let me keep you. Go on your date, don't keep Harold waiting.
Are you sure? I don't want to leave you like this.
I'll be fine. You've helped me a lot already.
Okay, but call me if you need anything, all right?
I will. Thank you, Sue. Have a great time.
I'm so sorry for being late, dear. Heather was going through some emotional stuff and needed me.
Is she okay?
She'll be fine. She just needed someone to talk to.
Of course. Friends are important. I'm glad you could be there for her.
Yeah. So, what's new with you?
Actually, I have some good news. I'm finally done paying off my student loan. I'm free as a bird.
Harold, that's amazing. Congratulations. You've worked so hard for this.
Thanks, Sue. It feels like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
I'm so happy for you. You deserve this.
Now that my finances are more stable, I've been thinking a lot about the future. What about you? What's your dream?
Well, I've always dreamed of opening my own boutique someday. I love fashion and helping people find their style.
That sounds wonderful. I believe you can do it.
Thanks, Harold. It's a big dream, though, and I don't even know where to start.
How about we make a plan? We can start by setting some savings goals and looking into business planning. I'll be happy to cut back on my expenses to save money towards it.
You'll do that? That means so much to me, Harold. Your support is incredible.
It's the least I can do. You've always believed in me, and I believe in you. We'll take it one step at a time, and before you know it, you'll have your own boutique.
I can't thank you enough. You're amazing.
Well, Miss Heather, I must say, I'm quite impressed with your responses. You have a good grasp of what it takes to work in a luxury environment.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett. I'm really excited about the opportunity to work here and contribute to the hotel's success.
We appreciate your enthusiasm. Here at the Grand Lux Hotel, we pride ourselves on delivering exceptional service to our guests. It's a demanding job, but I believe you have the potential to thrive here.
I'm ready for the challenge and eager to learn.
That's good to hear. We'd like to offer you a 3-month probationary period. This will give us a chance to see how well you fit in with our team and adapt to our standards. If all goes well, we'll discuss a permanent position.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I won't let you down.
We'll send you all the details regarding your start date and the probationary period. Welcome to the Grand Lux Hotel team.
Honey, I have some great news. I got a job offer at the Grand Lux Hotel. They've given me a 3-month probationary period to start.
What? Working at a hotel? My wife-to-be isn't going to be working in a hotel.
But Robert, my major is literally hotel management. You knew that when you asked me to marry you. This is a great opportunity for me.
I don't care. You're not working in a hotel. End of discussion.
Fine, if that's how you feel, I'll look for something else. But I need a job.
Heather, you're not working at all. I want a full-time housewife to watch over my future kids 24/7. Women weren't designed to work. Once they start working, they become feminists and start getting ideas.
That's ridiculous. I need this job. My mom needs the money for her ear treatment.
Why doesn't she try some home remedies, like garlic oil or warm compresses? Or she could join a clinical trial and get free treatment. Better yet, she can go to a free clinic or ask a charity for help.
Those are silly suggestions, Robert. She needs proper medical care, and you know it.
Well, I'm not paying for it, and neither are you, because I'm not letting you work. Stop crying. It's not going to change anything.
I can't believe you're being this way. I thought you cared about me and my family.
I care about you, Heather, but I have my own priorities. And right now, that means having a wife who stays at home to watch my future kids.
I got a job at the Grand Lux Hotel, but Robert stopped me from taking it. He doesn't want me working at all.
That's terrible. A relationship should be a partnership, not one person enforcing their will on the other.
I know, but I'm scared to talk to him about it. I'm afraid of provoking him. Sometimes he hits the wall during arguments, and I fear he will hit me one day.
Wow. Your relationship sounds toxic. You need to get out now while you can.
But Sue, being with someone financially stable like Robert has its advantages.
What use is being with a rich guy who won't let you help your parents when you want to? Money isn't everything, Heather. Besides, you don't judge suitors solely on how they treat you. You have to consider how they treat others too, because that is most likely how he's going to treat you when the lovey-dovey stage of your relationship is over. A word is enough for the wise.
I think you're right. How are things going with Harold?
Harold is wonderful. He's planning to open a boutique for me. I didn't even ask him to. He just asked about my dreams, and I told him. He decided we would save for it together. We're opening a joint account on Monday for projects like this one. And guess what? He's paid off his student loans too. I feel really lucky.
You're really lucky. I'll speak with a banker I know to see if there are any offers you and Harold could take advantage of.
That's very thoughtful of you. I appreciate it.
Look at these photos. I was happier when I was with him. How did I let someone like him slip through my fingers? Robert's wealth seemed like the answer to all my problems, but now I see the price I've paid. He doesn't even respect my family, nor does he respect me. Harold would never do that. I need to make things right. I need to at least try.
Hello, Heather. Is everything all right?
Hi, Carol. I didn't expect you to still have my number saved.
Of course I do. What's going on?
I heard from Sue about you wanting to open a joint account with her. I know a banker who has some great investment offers that include up to a 20% interest rate. I thought you might be interested.
That sounds promising, but I'll need to check with Sue about it first.
I've already talked to Sue about it, and she's okay with it. We can set up a meeting with the banker at a restaurant first. What do you think?
Why can't we just meet the banker at the bank?
Sometimes it's better to have a more informal meeting to go over all the details, without the pressure of the bank environment. Plus, it'll be more comfortable for everyone if we discuss everything in a more relaxed setting.
All right, if Sue is okay with it, then let's do it. What date and time works for you?
How about this Saturday afternoon at Le Bistro? It's a nice, quiet place where we can talk.
Okay, that works. I'll let Sue know and we'll be there.
Great, I'll set it up and send you the details. Thanks, Carol.
No problem, Heather. See you on Saturday.
Sue should be on duty on Saturday afternoon. I hope this goes well.
What's up, Carol? How's everything?
Hi, Sue. I just got off the phone with Heather.
Heather? What did she want?
She said she knows a banker who has some great investment offers for our joint account. She suggested meeting up to discuss it.
That sounds interesting. When are we meeting?
She suggested Saturday afternoon at Le Bistro, but I wanted to check with you first.
I have a shift that day, unfortunately. I won't be able to make it.
Then let's reschedule. It's important that you're there too.
No, Carol. It's okay. You can go without me. We can't keep postponing things because of my schedule. I trust you to handle it.
Are you sure? I don't want you to miss out on something important.
I'm sure. We'll discuss everything you learn afterwards.
All right, I'll go and see what Heather and the banker have to say.
I'm perfectly fine with it. Thanks for checking in with me. We'll catch up later.
All right, Sue. I'll let you know how it goes. Take care.
You too, dear. Sweet dreams.
Thanks for coming. The banker will be running a bit late, unfortunately.
Oh, it's okay. Thanks for letting me know.
So, how have you been?
I've been all right. Working hard, staying busy. How about you?
You've always been a hard worker. I always admired that about you.
Really? Thanks.
You look great, by the way. You definitely have been gymming. There is no way anyone would look this good without exercise.
Thank you. I just try to stay healthy.
Carol, I wanted to apologize for how I treated you. I was wrong to judge you based on your financial status. I see that now.
Thanks for the apology. It means a lot.
I've been thinking a lot about us lately. We had some really good times together.
Yeah, we did have some good times.
Sometimes, I wonder if we could ever go back to those times, maybe rekindle what we had.
Heather, you do know I am in a serious relationship with your best friend, right?
I understand, but we had something special too, didn't we?
Things have changed. I've moved on, and I'm happy with where I am now. Last time I asked, I heard you're happy too.
You asked after me? It means you do care about me.
That's not what I meant.
Harold, give us another chance. I know you want this.
I need to go now. You can tell your banker I'm no longer interested.
Back so soon.
Sue, I need to talk to you about something that happened at the restaurant today.
What is it? Did something go wrong with the banker?
No, the banker didn't even show up. It's about Heather. She tried to apologize and hinted at wanting to rekindle our relationship.
She what? Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious.
Wow, you mean Heather had the nerve to do that?
I was surprised too. But I made it very clear to her that I'm committed to you and that I'm not interested in getting back together with her.
I can't believe this. My own best friend tried to come between us?
Sue, I want you to know that I love you and only you. Heather is in the past, and I'm focused on our future together.
I trust you, Harold. It's just frustrating that she would even try something like that.
Nothing and no one will come between us.
I heard about what you tried to do with Harold at the restaurant.
Oh, so he told you. What did he say? Did he tell you how much he still loves me?
Wow, how could you?
Because Harold loved me first, Sue. And he still does. Why do you think he still has my number saved on his phone? He's just using you to get back at me for turning him down.
That's not true, and you know it. Harold loves me, and we're building a future together. He's moved on from you, Heather. You need to accept that.
Oh, please. You're just a rebound. Harold and I were meant for each other. Remember the prophecy? Harold came around shortly after that, and you were very happy for me.
Yes, I was, but you made your choice. You ended it. And several months after you had happily moved on with Robert, Harold and I crossed paths, and he chose me. You need to respect that.
Well, I changed my mind. I want him back.
Your behavior is toxic. If you don't get yourself together and stop trying to sabotage my relationship, I'll have to end our friendship.
Fine. Do what you want. It would not change the fact that Harold and I were meant to be. You'll see that eventually.
Heather, you and I cease from being friends from this day forward.
What are you doing here, Heather? You need to leave.
This hospital isn't yours, Carol. You don't have the right to refuse me treatment if I need it.
You're not here for treatment, and you know it. Stalking is a crime, Heather. I have the right to protect myself from you.
I'm not stalking you, Carol. I came here because I love you. I can't stop thinking about you. Please, just hear me out.
Leave now, or I'll call the police.
No one can take my place in your heart, Carol. You know it. Deep down, you still wish to be with me instead of Sue.
Sue? This has nothing to do with Sue. And for the record, even if you were the last woman on Earth, I would rather remain single than be with you.
You don't mean that, Carol. I know you don't.
I do, Heather. This is over. Now, please leave my office.
Pastor, I don't know what to do anymore. Since you prophesied that I would marry an affluent man, my life has gone downhill.
Child, what exactly happened?
A decent earning man did come along shortly after the prophecy. But I ended it when I found he didn't fit the description of your prophecy. Now I seriously regret it. I believe he is my true life partner. I wish you did not speak over my life. I would not have chosen the man I am with right now. I am so not happy with my current relationship despite his affluent financial status. I feel lost.
Heather, the prophecy did not ruin your life. Your lack of sound judgment did. Oftentimes, God will tell you, Go to your farm and harvest your crop. But when you get there, you find a bag of seeds, equipment, and lots of grace. These are the tools for your harvest. It is in God's nature to speak and call things into existence as if they have already happened. If God tells you a millionaire is coming into your life, you may not necessarily meet a millionaire. Instead, you might encounter an ordinary man who says, "I'm a shoemaker." With a natural mindset, you might dismiss him, thinking, "This doesn't look like the prophecy." Meanwhile, he possesses the potential to become that thing God promised. It just hasn't manifested yet.
So, what should I do now, Pastor? I tried to get back with him, but he turned me down, insisting he wants my friend, Sue, instead.
Heather, don't ruin what your friend Sue shares with Harold. Instead, pray to God for redirection. Remember, God is a God of second chances.
It hurts so much.
Healing takes time, Heather. Start by praying and seeking God's guidance. Ask for strength to accept what has happened already, and for the wisdom to recognize future blessings in disguise.
Thank you both for meeting with me. I need to apologize for my actions. I was wrong, and I deeply regret trying to come between you and Harold, Sue. We all make mistakes, Heather. What's most important is that we learn from them and move forward.
Well, it's not that simple. You broke my trust. I don't know if I can just let that go.
Sue, I know I hurt you, and I'm truly sorry. I've realized my mistakes and I want to focus on improving myself. I'm willing to move forward and become a better person. Sue, I know Heather made a big mistake, but she's acknowledging it and trying to make amends. Can you find it in your heart to forgive her? We've been friends for a very long time.
It's not easy, Wilma. Trust is hard to rebuild once it's broken.
I know it's going to take time, and I'm not asking for everything to be fixed overnight. I just hope we can start over, even if it's slowly. We are childhood friends, let's not end it this way.
All right, I'm willing to give it a chance, but it's going to take time to rebuild that trust. No more lies or manipulations.
Thank you, Sue. I promise to work hard to earn back your trust.